You need to calm down. You're too good at this. Welcome to my channel. I'm Sugar Kitty Mystic. I'm a tarot reader. I'm your favorite tarot reader from Canada. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can check out my website in the link below to get a personal reading. Otherwise, we'll just get started with today's pick a card. So this is something that you are too good at. Like, this is something that you are so good at this, it maybe causes jealousy, competition, annoyance, frustration in other people. You're just impeccable at whatever this thing is. So we're going to find that out today using tarot and oracle cards. For pile one, you're going to pick each pile as a card. So for pile one, you have the Spirit of Adventure. Okay, take a moment to look at the card. Decide if it's right for you. And then for pile two, Spirit of the River, my bad. For pile two, you have Winter's Dream. So take a second to look at the card, decide if it's the one for you. Here are both of them together. Okay, so whichever card you're most drawn to at this time is your pile. Simply click the timestamp in the description box to go to your reading, and I'll see you there. Okay, let's do this. Okay, welcome pile one. If you picked Spirit of the River, you are in the right place. So we're going to look at all of the cards in your pile and find out what you are too good at. And we may pull tarot cards if we need some more clarification. Okay, so right away you have Spirit of the River, movement towards adventure, of course. And then you have some very interesting cards in the middle. Okay, so you have separation, and then you also have love connects you. So for what I'm feeling for you is you are always connected to the things that you love. You're not afraid to move on from situations, circumstances, or people that aren't serving your best interest. Okay, you may actually have a divine match or a divine partner in this life that you're kind of constantly guided towards or guided to be with if you're not with them already. So I'm getting for you, like if you break up with someone or if someone breaks up with you, they might feel gutted by this. They might feel broken. They might feel distant and separated. Whereas you just kind of move forward. You keep moving towards what you want. And you have the Six of Swords here, which is so interesting because in this deck you have the tortoise and the hare. And we all know the story of the tortoise and the hare, right? The tortoise wins the race it has with the hare because it's willing to take its time. The hare wears itself out and is unable to finish the race, whereas the tortoise just slowly moves the whole time. So I feel like it's not necessarily that you're moving fast or quickly or directly towards what you want, but you're willing to take your time. You're willing to experience heartbreak if it's in terms of love, if it's in terms of career or success. You're willing to make mistakes. You're willing to experience failure. You're willing to slowly get there. And by doing this, you build a much stronger foundation than most people can. They watch you just consistently moving forward. And sometimes it will be fast, sometimes it will be slower, but it's consistent. Okay? You're very deeply connected to the people in your life. I feel like people are very jealous of maybe your relationship to your family, your relationships to your friend, or your relationships to your partner. It's like you have a lot of threads of attachment and connection with everyone that is close to you. Okay? With the Castle card here, there's definitely a luxurious element to your spirit. Okay, I feel like people who are not close to you see you as some perfect jewel that they just can't access or they can't get close to, right? The castle, you're just kind of like far off or in the distance from a lot of people who want you or want to connect to you, want to be your friend. You're not necessarily easy to get close to because you're always moving forward. So as an overarching theme, I feel like you are really good at healing. okay, with rain and fecundity. You're really good at healing from things and just moving on. A lot of people will get stuck in the same pattern for months, weeks, years, often years, right? They'll just keep doing the same things over and over again. You heal, you release it, and you move on. And that is a beautiful thing to do. There's so many cards here that indicate moving forward, moving on. That is what you're really good at. To the point that other people are a little bit jealous. Or I feel like it's not so much that they're jealous, because it's kind of abstract. They may not fully understand it. I feel like they just, like, you're not moving super fast, but people can't keep up, right? They can't necessarily stay close to you unless there's someone that is truly meant to be in your life, unless there's someone that you deeply love. Okay, and then you also have the Seven of Cups here. So I feel like you are really good at kind of like observing the options that you have available and picking the ones that are right for you. You're very discerning and you know where to go, okay? You don't get like taken off course a lot of the time. You're always moving forward. You're always moving towards what you want at a very steady pace. So if there are things that you want that you feel like you don't have yet or still seem kind of out of reach, I really do feel like you're going to get them. You're going to continue to move towards them. Any pain, any failure, any lack of success along the way is part of the path, okay? So let's see what comes through. A lot of people are like super scared of failure, and it's understandable. It's an understandable fear, but at the end of the day, failure is what creates success. Steven Spielberg, who is, one of the most famous directors of all time, was rejected from film school something like 17 times. Maybe it was 13 times. So, failure is kind of what makes people great. And if you can move through failure, if you can move forward in spite of what's going on in your life, you will be successful. I can guarantee that. So let's see what else comes through. Ooh. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So you're really good at giving advice as well. Your advice is very direct, very to the point, very bold and straightforward. Okay? You know how to kind of like cut through all the bullshit and see really, really clearly. And with the Nine of Cups as well, like you're too good at being satisfied, at indulging yourself, at really enjoying those small things in life. I feel like a lot of people don't have that same enjoyment from the little things. And so when they see that, it can irritate people that aren't in your circle, right? The ones that in your circle, it never does because there's just so much love there. But the ones who are outside of your circle, they're like, well, why does she get to be so happy over the littlest thing? Or he get to be so happy over the littlest thing? So this is what I'm seeing for you, Pile 1. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you picked the Winter's Dream, you are in the right place. So we'll go through what your pile has to say, and then I'll draw some tarot cards if we need more clarification. So right away with Winter's Dream, following Winter's Dream, you have these two cards, which is the Goddess and the Siren, okay? And just look at how like romantic, beautiful, sensual these cards are. So whatever your gender is, I feel like there is a really sexy side to you, okay? Something that is kind of like enchanting, charming. I'm getting like seductress vibes, seducer vibes. Yeah, you have like a mystical sexiness. You have a mystical energy that is very attractive. So putting this to the reading, what you're too good at, I feel like you're too good at enchanting people. Okay, you're very enchanting. Yeah, you kind of like pull people into your energy. You pull people into your deepness, your darkness. And then you also have a lot of cards that kind of indicate the shadow here. So I feel like you are too good at self-awareness. You are too good at diving into your shadow self, at becoming aware of your flaws, your fears, the reason you do the things you do. You may be very introspective or just naturally someone who has like lots of self-knowledge or willingness to dig into yourself and learn more about yourself. I really admire that energy. I think that's a good thing to be really good at. You also have transformation and pressure. So I feel like you can handle a lot of pressure that other people may not be able to handle. You're able to change from the things that happen to you. Okay, you're able to become something completely new. You're able to take the pressure that's on you in life and alchemize it into a new version of you. I feel like this is part of the reason why you are so seductive to other people, because it's enchanting. Like, people want that for themselves, right? People who have never delved into their own shadow or, gained any sort of self-awareness, it's very magnetic to those people. In the hope to discovering more about themselves, they'll start to discover you, right? You may also do your hair really nice. This is kind of a shallow aspect that I'm getting, but however you style your hair, again, whatever gender you are, you're good at it. Okay, and then we have some interesting cards here. You have Ashoka, which is courage moves. And then you have the Nine of Swords. So I feel like, again, tying back to the transformation pressure, you have a lot of courage to face things about yourself or about this life that other people don't. When you're worried about something, you don't necessarily shut down, you deep dive into it. Okay? If you have conflicts with someone, you deep dive into it. You're courageous enough to face those kinds of pressures that a lot of people find very uncomfortable. Okay? And that's not to say it's not uncomfortable for you too. These things are naturally by nature uncomfortable. It's just that you have this ability to move with them, to understand and learn from them much more than other people do. Okay? You're really good at it. You may even spend like a lot of time alone, a lot of time reflecting, introspecting, like I said, and kind of just learning with the gestation period. We have Justice. I feel like you have really strong morals. You're a person of integrity and you never act against your personal morals. And that's very impressive. I like that energy in a person. And Six of Wands. So you're good at gaining public recognition. You're good at gaining success in your field, whatever that is you choose to be. So whether it's, as an employee at work, you stand out. Okay, other people definitely look to you. If it's in a field, in a different sort of field than that, like online or in a creative field, you have the ability to create success and public recognition. If you don't have it yet, you definitely will get there. You're really good at it, okay? You're good at drawing positive attention to yourself, getting recognized for the things that you do well. Those are really good cards to have, honestly. Like, I love that you got the Goddess and the Siren and these, like, ooh, these colors together. They're just all so sexy. Okay. I'm going to pull one more card for you and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, okay, 2 flew up. So we have the 8 of Pentacles and then we have the 9 of Cups. I feel like you're also very satisfied just putting your head down and working. Or learning as well, apprenticeship, just getting the things you need to do done. Okay? Yeah, that's something you're really good at. You might have a lot of focus or the ability to channel your focus really impressively. Like when you do work, a lot happens. Things change. Big moves are made. Okay? And then I feel like you draw a lot of satisfaction from your work as well, which a lot of people don't have, right? A lot of people might hate their work or they might kind of feel bad about it, hide it, whatever the case may be. You're able to draw lots of satisfaction from what you do. You're able to talk about what you do in a very positive way, which is a beautiful thing to be good at. So this is what I'm seeing for you, pile 2. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this video, and I will see you in the next one.